Episode 195. Thank you all for listening to episode 194. What nationality was the British Bulldog? I am Marcus Wellington IV here with my co-host.
It was German. That's what it was. That's my name. It was German.
Tony Foxborough the third.
Tony Foxborough the third of Nottingham or some shit. Oh, shit. So we're back. Happy Bobby Bonilla Day. We finally got it on Bobby Bonilla Day.
Hey.
Luckiest fucking man in the world right there. 1.19 million. Got a check today.
15 more fucking years of that, man.
I know. How nice would that be? What a retirement plan.
He made more money this year than Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, I saw that. Hey, for a contract like that, for him to make that is well-deserved money right there. I will say that till I'm blue in the face every time. For anyone to make a contract like that, well-deserved for them.
Absolutely.
Did you see the story about it?
Uh-uh.
Okay, so I looked it up. I was bored at work for a little bit today.
So he means 8 out of 8 hours.
And I looked up, like, how is this dude still getting money? All right, so what they do in the majors a lot of times is they'll defer guys' salaries, for like later years, in their contract or whatever. But what the Mets did when they first signed him, they deferred his salary, and the owner of the Mets, I don't know if anybody remembers this or not, he was involved in the Madoff Ponzi scheme. So when they signed Bonilla, they deferred his salary because the owner was under the impression that he was going to make all of his money back from Madoff. And all of his Mets money was going to went into the Ponzi scheme. And he was going to get paid off. So he just looked at Bonilla's contract as an investment. And since we all know how that Madoff thing turned out.
Yikes.
Yeah. And so, and he's had that contract ever since. And they just deferred his salary, they just kept deferring. And now it'll be deferred until 2035.
What year did that start? What was the first year of that?
2000.
Yeah, 2000. 99, 2000.
They agreed to buy out the rest of his contract, which was $5.9 million. So instead of paying him that at the time, they agreed to make annual payments of $1.2 million over 25 years, starting July 1st, 2011. So this is the 10th year of Bobby Bonilla getting $1.2 million, or 1.19 to be exact. But unbelievable. And then obviously, like he just said it, they just got fucked with the Bernie Madoff Ponzi scheme. Oh man. But yeah, he's going to get paid till 2035 when he's 72 years old.
Yeah.
That's the best retirement plan you can have.
Right.
So he has sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I was going to say, no, go ahead and finish. Cause this one is somebody else had a sweepstakes like Bobby Bo too.
Yeah, that's what I was going to talk about is deferred money. So a second deferred contract plan with the Mets and Orioles pay him $500,000 a year for 25 years. So those payments began in 2004. So that's also Bobby Bo. So he's getting 1.7 a year from this shit. And then Brett Saberhagen, he receives $250,000 a year from the Mets again for 25 years, and those started in 2004. And this was inspiration for Bobby Bo's deal. Scherzer receives $105 million total from the Nationals that will be paid out through 2028. Manny Ramirez collects $24.2 million total from the Red Sox through 2026. And then Bruce Sutter signed a deal with the Braves before the 1985 season with deferred money. He was paid $750,000 per year while with the Braves. Then for 30 years after he retired, he received $1.12 million per year. And they're paying him through this year. This year's the last year.
Yep.
And then he received the $750,000 figure in 89-90 because he retired with 2 years left on the 6-year deal. So his 30-year installment began in 91.
So
that's just insane and smart.
Yeah.
You know who else could have got that? Bret Hart. But he's a selfish bastard. Look how that turned out for him.
Yeah, Goldberg knocks him the fuck out.
Terrible had it made 20 years. It was all going to be on the back burner, and he said, "Nope, I'm going to go get that 3 years of $3 million a year." And it turned out great. Motherfucker could have had a lot more than 20.
Yep. What else did you have, Cody? You had some more shit for that too, didn't you?
No, I was gonna say yesterday we actually missed out. June 30th was actually Darren Williams' day. They just finished his buyout from the Nets.
Oh, really?
He had a $5 million buyout, and it equated to a $50,000 check or something like that every day.
Mm-hmm. Dude, didn't he get a deal for like $85 million? It was like 5-year, $85 million or something crazy.
Yep. Yeah, it was something insane. And they bought out the rest of his deal. God,
it would have been so nice just to be a mediocre athlete and have one good year and just have someone just pay you money. Ugh,
right.
I missed out.
And then another thing that's not as big of a deal, it's Happy Canada Day today, so yay, go Canada. So, but before we get into golf, and Bear, did you want to say something else? I saw you getting ready to mention something.
Nope.
Okay. So before
I was gonna make a comment about Canada, but I decided against it.
Probably a good idea. So
relax, guy.
That was going to be a South Park comment. I just decided against it.
Oh my gosh! So, we got to thank Wes Anderson for Moments in Time. Check him out on Facebook, Wes Anderson Music. Give him a follow on Twitter at Songs by Wes. Right now, his hottest song is still Mind Quarantine. Quite a few downloads on that. I think it's the second most he's had of all of his songs. So it is his most popular song right now on the Spotify. So again, check out Wes Anderson, Mind Quarantine, featuring Ted Bone. Really great song. And again, we are very happy to have Moments in Time as our theme song. So now as we go into golf, I'm going to share the screen here. So last week, we had some good picks. Had Paul Casey twice, Bryson DeChambeau, Abraham Answer, Daniel Berger. Which, sorry, Parrot, I had to give you you get the missed cut because Daniel Berger didn't play, and I was like, I'll let him pick a golfer. But then when I realized that Berger set it on Sunday, and we recorded on Wednesday, I'm like, sorry about your luck, kid. He had pulled out 3 days before. So,
I mean, that's fine. I was literally put into because I came on late. I was, I had to just kind of think of something really quick.
Well, you should always be prepared, Parrot. We do this every Wednesday.
Yeah.
So anyway, Barry, you want to tell us what happened at the Travelers?
DJ ended up winning, surprisingly enough. It's been a little while since he's won. But, yeah, he shot a 61 on Saturday, which vaulted him up to the lead, and then shot 3 under on Sunday to solidify the lead. He won by 1 over Kevin Streelman, 2 over Mackenzie Hughes and Will Gordon. And Mackenzie Hughes shot a 60 on Thursday, was 10 under, leading the pack right off the bat. And then had a good rest of the tournament, shot 2 under, 2 under, 3 under, finished tied third, which is very good. Honestly, I didn't watch. I saw Bryson finish top 10 again, so very impressive for him. He's going to keep it going, especially this week. They're in Detroit at the Detroit Country Club. But, Rory was 11th. Victor Hovland was 11th. Patrick Cantlay was 11th. So there were a few names up there. Phil actually was leading a little bit after day one, and I think on Friday, he was 13 under.
It was Friday or Saturday he was up there, yeah.
Yeah, he shot 1 over on the weekend, so 2 over total, and dropped to 24th. So, yeah, not a great weekend for Phil, but he was up there. I mean, he can still play. And I think the big name, Justin Thomas got cut, if I'm not mistaken.
I feel like he might have missed, yeah. I think you're right.
Yeah, and Finau as well. So, a couple of the bigger names got cut out of there. But like I said, I didn't watch much of it. But yeah, with DJ shooting, 9 under then 3 under on the weekend, that's pretty darn impressive. So he's back on the winners list. So good for him.
I was gonna say I saw a couple of those Bryson drives, dude. Holy shit! Because I wanted to see how big he was. Like you told me, I'm like, oh shit! Like, dude, just grip and rip, man. Bomber's delight, as old fake Francesca would tell us. Man, he was killing. I saw his one drive. I don't know if it was at the Travelers or the week before, but the one that like went off and hit the path and then rolled down the path.
Yeah, he hit that one 424 and made bogey on the hole.
Are you serious?
Yep.
Jesus.
I mean, he did hit it so far. It drew, obviously it went down the cart path, which is why he hit it so far. But yeah, he ended up in a bad spot in the rough and ended up making bogey still off of a 424-yard drive. I
saw he smashed one like 360 or 370 or some shit like that.
He just gets up there and he just pounds that ball now. So, and you see what it's doing. I mean, he's overpowering courses. He figured it out. Hey, if Brooks can overpower these courses, Tiger Woods can overpower these courses, Phil can overpower the courses, why can't I? And that's what he's doing right now. And that's why he's been in the top 10 like every week here over the last 3 or 4. So very impressive from Bryson. But this week at the Detroit Country Club, just right up the road, right up 75 from us.
Hold on one second, bud. Let me just give what happened, like where we finished in that one.
Sorry, yeah, go ahead.
So Paul Casey, who Brandon and Bear had, they finished 32nd. Like we said, Daniel Berger didn't play, so unfortunately you get a 69er there,
Nice.
Crawl Space Jake. Abraham Answer with an 11th for Cody Bryant, and then I had Bryson who got a 6th. So anyway, going into this week.
Yeah, so going into this week, just like I was saying, they're playing at the Detroit Golf Club, right up I-75 here from us in Detroit, Michigan. Happy they're getting to play here. Last year was the first year that they played this course, and Nate Lashley ended up winning. Last year, of course, not a lot of big names came and played here.
Is that Bobby's brother?
No, they do not look alike at all. But
they can't be brothers.
That is true. Devon and Bubba Ray did not look alike, and they were half brothers. So the possibilities are endless.
Right.
I would assume though that Bobby would probably overpower the golf course, but I just have a feeling that he just wouldn't be very good at golf. Those biceps, I don't think
could he even bring the club around?
I don't think he could. That body wouldn't be able to turn. But I mean, the dude is athletic as hell. So
yeah.
By the way, if you don't, if you're a sports person and not a wrestling person and don't know who Bobby Lashley is, why don't you type him in the old Google machine and see what we mean? The dude's a freaking genetic freak, and he's like 50 years old, and he still has. He's in better shape than I will ever be in 3 lifetimes. That is a fact. But yeah, so second year they're playing this course. Happy they get to come up here. I really, really was hoping that they would have let fans in here just for how close it is. Unfortunately, last year I could not make any of the rounds, which I really wanted to go. So hopefully next year, we can make a trip up and see like a Friday round or Saturday round or something.
Oh yeah.
Nate Lashley took it last year, like I was saying. Not a lot of big names last year played in this. But there will be this year because everyone wants to play and they're trying to get their rounds in before the majors here. So it'll be a pretty stacked group. And last year, what was it? It looks like, I'm doing quick math. I don't know. It was Lashley shot 63 twice, which is 9 under. So that's 18, 20. 25 under won this last year. And he won by 6. So even 19 under was second place and down. So yeah, no PGA course is easy, but for these guys, it's an easier course. I have a feeling that there's going to be a lot of the bombers up there again. Bryson will probably be top 10 again. I certainly wouldn't doubt it. But I think this week I'm going to go with a guy who actually I haven't even heard of until I just started doing some research. He finished second here last year, and he finished 11th last week, put together a hell of a rounds, made 15 of 20 cuts in this season. Doc Redman is who I am going with.
I actually saw him in my DraftKings last week.
Yeah, last year he wasn't even total PGA Tour card member. This year he is. So last year he finished second and got 0 FedEx Cup points for it, but did get the prize money. So this year he's full-time on the tour. So if he finishes second again, he will get those FedEx Cup points. So I'm going to go with Doc Redman this week.
So just to kind of go over the points too, you're at 30.2, I'm at 33.3, Brandon 35.8, Crawl Space 38.5, Cody Bryant 43. So I think I'm 40 points behind you. 1 week, if you miss a cut and I'm there, I mean, it switches just like that in golf. It's real easy to switch in golf. So second, I am going to go with a guy who plays well here. Has been playing really well this year. Like you said, just had an 11th last week, Victor Hovland. And then Brandon is going to take Jason Duffner this week.
Interesting pick.
Crawl Space?
I'm going to go with Patrick Reed.
You already did. So no, you won't.
That's a good pick, though.
There you go. Kevin Na. Cody Bryant.
Well, I'm glad Crawl Space can't use him because that's who I was going to pick this week.
It's a good pick this week.
I'm going with Patrick Reed.
There we go. So looking forward to
he finished top 5 here last year, and I think was top 20 last week. So it's a good pick.
Top 5 all time.
All right. So of course we've got to thank Brandon, allwearclothing.com. Hooked us up with our stickers. We got the koozies coming. We got the new OTL/NWO shirts coming. The koozies are going to have that logo and our actual logo on them. Looking forward to that. Episode 200 is right around the corner. We are 2 weeks away. To be exact, from today, we're about 2.5 weeks away. Hard to believe that we're almost at 200. I just talked to the grown-ups. I talk to them almost every day. They're, I think, recording episode 81 tomorrow, and they're just like, you guys lapped us and just kept going. I'm like, because we've gone every week. We've never stopped. And now that we have Zoom, the beautiful thing is when I actually some year get to go on the road again, we're going to still be able to do this, which is awesome. Mm-hmm. So now that we found this, we know how to use it. We're going to be able to go every week. Speaking of which, in a few weeks, July 22nd is a Wednesday. That's the first episode after episode 200. That's my kid's birthday, so we have to record on Tuesday that week. So just an FYI there. And then we'll be also celebrating on episode 200. We got a lot of birthdays coming up. So we got Crawlspace Jake, July 20th. Actually, you turn what, 24 this year?
Yes, sir.
And then August 18th, or August 11th, I should say first, is Brandon. August 18th is Bear. And then you're what, the 6th?
I'm the 6th.
Yeah, damn. See, I need a fucking medal for getting all those birthdays right. So it'll be a good celebration. You got 4 of our guys' birthdays are within a month of each other. So really cool. Have a good celebration. I know Shiv from the Grown Ups, his birthday is July 24th. We'll also be able to celebrate him. We'll celebrate Brandon from the Grown Ups backwards because we were supposed to have a crossover episode on April 18th on his birthday, and we couldn't. Still, we've got the episode 200 agenda is ready to go, and we're looking forward to that. Got a lot of things planned, a lot of things we're going to cover with movies, a couple trivia games. We're going to read some lyrics, so you guys got to be ready for that. It's going to be basically Bear versus Cody. I'm going to read wrestling lyrics when we cover WWE. I'm just going to read them, and you guys are going to do the best you can, and we'll see how that goes. We're going to do the same thing with sports movies. So songs from sports movies. So looking forward to that. Got a lot of things planned, a lot of drinking, hopefully. And All Wear Clothing is a big reason why we're able to do these types of things, have the shirts that we can give away, and have the koozies and stickers we're able to give away and that we're able to have ourselves. Brandon over there is a huge supporter. He contributes a lot to what we do. Like coming up with the idea for darts, shooting a dart at a board, which we ended up shooting the TV screen with a dart. And now we got the map behind us. It's rolled up right now, but he came up with some great ideas and gave us some good content for the show. So we appreciate Brandon very much. Again, allwearclothing.com. He is still very busy, even though sports seasons have been canceled. He's picking up a lot of new school districts, a lot of new contracts. So we're happy for him. And we hope that we played a part in that, of course, our listeners out there. So if you support Brandon, a local business, local guy, we appreciate it. We know he appreciates it. And again, thank you to Brandon, allwearclothing.com. All right, so NASCAR, we've got I said this might be my week to catch up. I took Denny Hamlin on the wrong week, and or at the wrong time. I should have picked Denny then Eric instead of Eric then Denny, and would have had a second and a third instead of a 38th and a first. So last week we had Kevin Harvick and Denny Hamlin dominated both races, and they finished 1-2 both races. Harvick won the first one, and Denny Hamlin won the second one. And if I remember correctly, they did use the same cars both days. Correct? That's what I heard.
I got to see a little bit of Saturday's race and none of, unfortunately. So I did not hear that, but that sounds right. And if they did, that's awesome because it certainly makes it a little more fun. When you're racing back-to-back days, which I thought was cool. But yeah, Hamlin and Harvick absolutely just dominated these mows.
Oh, it was insane. And like I said, I listened to part of last week's episode when I said Denny's having the best year and took him for the second race. So I'm the only guy with 2 wins, but I am a far ways away in points. So I have the most second places, 2, the most first places, 2, and the most beyond 30th place. I have 5 of those. So not a good year for me. Jake finally had his worst finish past 19th. He finished 22nd. Cody Bryant has yet to finish in the 30s. Brandon's only finished in the 30s once, and Bear has not finished in the 30s. So I've been in the 30s 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. That is why I am way behind. So crawl space, Jake and Bear are very close. They're neck and neck. 10.6 for Jake and 10.7 for Bear. It is a 2-point difference. 2 points. That's it. 14. Well, what are we? 15 races in now. I believe we are.
Yes, I think so.
15 or 16, 15 races in. And so there's usually 36 races. I think there's 34 or 35 this year. So still a long ways to go. I think we have about 19 races, so I could still come back, but it's going to be very tough because he's at 159 and I'm way back in last place at 251. So I am more than 2 races behind. So even 2 wins and 2 last place finishes, I still would not pass you or Jake.
Yeah, crazier things have happened. I think last year it was close to a choke job, if you recall that one. I think that one was – you had a couple wrecks there, and Brandon kept catching you.
Dude, I was 90 points ahead. It was stupid. Mm-hmm. Thank God I had Kyle Busch at the end.
Yeah, you got lucky with that one. Well, I mean, it's good strategy. I shouldn't say lucky. He had good strategy there. But
old strategy, Cotton. See how it pays off for him. So this week –
Brickyard, man.
Yeah, man. Brickyard's a fun one. This is usually around Memorial Weekend, right?
Yes, this is the Memorial Weekend race, so it's a little different being now the 4th of July race this year.
And then thank you for correcting me. I said Indy 500 in our text, and it's just an Indy race at Indy.
You confused the shit out of me because I was like, wait a second, are they doing back-to-back Indy? So I had to look it up, and I was like, okay, they're not, because I thought Indy might have been racing on Saturday with no fans, 4th of July, and I was like, did they do that? And I missed it. So I had to look it up, and I was like, okay, I thought I didn't, but hey,
it's not the Indy 500, but they are racing Indy cars on Saturday. Mm-hmm. The Xfinity is racing Saturday, and so are Indy cars, which is a great weekend for sports racing. And the NASCAR, of course, on Sunday at the Brickyard. A lot of history here. Jeff Gordon won the first race here. Pretty much did very well here. Jimmy Johnson's won here. Kyle Busch has won here. A lot of big winners here. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. And so, crawl space, Jake, you get the first pick this week again. You've had the first pick every week since the beginning.
Yeah, we'll probably won't have that after this week. But give me Christopher Bell.
That's a good pick, dude.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that. I'm bound to have a wreck here coming up.
I just want one of you 3 assholes to get a 30th place or worse. I've had 5 of them. I had enough for all of us.
I'm sure it's coming. I don't know. But yeah, let's see Brickyard here.
I do well picking for others. I didn't take the guy, but my backup pick was Bubba Wallace. He finished 3rd here last year.
Yeah, I was looking to save Bubba for like Michigan or something.
Right.
Maybe
Daytona again. Yeah.
Right before it, because I was sitting there thinking, okay, Daytona's the last race before we reset and get all the drivers back. But I think I don't know what it is. I got a gut feeling this week, and this dude hasn't even been racing well. But I just have a feeling he's going to be top 5 this week. I got to go Austin Dillon. I don't know why.
That's a solid pick. He races well here too. Brandon would technically be next, and he and I have the same pick, so I'll just give mine too. We have William Byron, Cody Bryant.
I'm gonna go with Denny Hamlin.
Yeah, you haven't seen him yet. It's a good pick.
He's on fire right now. Can't beat that.
He's won what, 4 or 5 races already this year?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's insane, man. He's dominating. Barry, you have him winning the title this year. I have him finishing second to Kyle.
I'm happy you said it because I was about to, and I was going to say, knock on wood, look who my champion is, but I'm happy you brought it up and not me.
Let's take a visit over at the champions. Jake, you never gave us your top 4.
I did.
No, you didn't.
I literally
not on the Excel sheet.
No, you gave us your Golf FedEx Cup pick.
Oh, Jesus. So I got to pick a top 4?
Yeah. Just spot them off. Who's going to be the NASCAR Cup Series champion this year?
Let's see. We're going to give that to Hamlin, and then we're going to go Kyle Busch. We're going to go Truex and Blaney.
It's good. We'll take it. Yeah, just to remind people the picks, we've got Denny Hamlin twice, Kyle Busch twice, and Chase Elliott by the homer.
Yeah. Oh, don't say homer there, Kyle Busch. Calm yourself. that is the kettle black right there. You picked your boy Kyle Busch to win it. You can't call him a homer.
I've picked him each of the last 3 years, so I'm 1 for 2.
He is one of the biggest homers, but I got to put a stop on that one.
But you have to admit, Brandon will not. He'll just get pissed off at Kyle Busch, even when it's not Kyle Busch's fault. It's never Chase's fault. I will admit when it's Kyle's fault.
We need to next time something like that happens, which will definitely happen in this NASCAR season. We need to make sure we read off that text thread in this in a podcast because it's always good.
Oh, when he freaks out.
Yeah, get one of his rants going. My favorite.
I miss it. I know. I miss the arguments between you and him. Those were always the best. I mean, Cody and you have had some good discussions, but Brandon and you were, man, it was classic. It was something else just to listen to you two go back and forth and just us shit on Notre Dame just because we can, and him trying to defend them.
Notre Dame.
I poked the bear with the best of them.
They still have football at that school?
Football. I heard there's so speaking of which, Shiv from the Grown Ups told me there is a new show on Netflix that I am intrigued to go watch. And I don't know if you guys have heard of it or not. He was telling me about it today. He basically said that they're going around in this show and showing like different sports throughout the world that are played. And I got to go back up in my messages from him. It's called Home Game. So episode 1's on Netflix, and the series looks at different sports in different parts of the world. So Calcio Storico is a game they play in Florence. It's basically rugby meets wrestling meets soccer. Most brutal modern sports game he's ever seen. They've been playing it for centuries. King Henry III is quoted as saying that it is too small to be a war, but too cruel to be a game. So I said, that sounds like fun. I'll check it out. So he said there's 27 guys on each side, and the object's to get the ball into the net by any means possible. They fucking punch, kick, bite, and do whatever it takes to advance the ball. They only play this once a year because the injuries are rampant. Literally everything is pretty much legal. And I said, sounds like fun. We should do it. He said, you'll change your mind. 0 body fat and all muscle on these guys. And he said a guy had his eyeball torn out.
Jeez.
I'll pass.
I do kind of want to see this show, though, because it sounds like an interesting show just to see different sports around the world. Home game.
Oh, I'll definitely watch it.
Yeah.
I'll just pass on playing.
Yeah, so you might let's see if you guys have Netflix. Try to check out that Home Game episode 1 before next week, and we'll talk about it more because I do want to see it. And maybe we'll just start talking about that each week, and then as we get to episode 200, we'll have Shiv talk about it too and his thoughts because I'd be intrigued to hear it. But thank you to Crandall's Quality Landscaping. Give Sean a call, 419-704-5471. Serves the Toledo and surrounding areas and not
Detroit, Michigan.
I like it. He does not, and he probably never will. So Sean, he can help with, like we said, every week, all your landscaping needs. He can help with grass mowing. He can help he does some designs. He can put everything together for you. Like I said in the past, he's done my walkway. He's seeded my yard. There's grass everywhere because of this guy. So I thank Sean, Crandall's Quality Landscaping. Again, 419-704-547-1. All right, so MLB, minor league officially is canceled. So what are our thoughts on that?
Not surprised.
And they said the Tigers are going. Their basically backup team is going to be playing there at Mud Hen Stadium.
Their taxi team, which is literally the Mud Hens.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hell, it wasn't like they were paying them anyway.
Yeah, no shit.
Right. They did say, I was reading today, Brian Cashman, Yankees GM, and a couple other GMs were saying that, with all they're going to test for coronavirus. We know that players are going to come down with the coronavirus, but under HIPAA, teams are not allowed to divulge the names of any player who tests positive. So nobody will know. And they're basically all going to get it. One guy gets it. A lot of guys are going to get it. That's just going to happen. So we'll see what happens. We're going to do our MLB season preview. I know they're shutting down stuff again in California and in Michigan. They closed bars today, or closed them down for indoor stuff. So we'll be interesting to see. Also, there's no crying in baseball, as we know. A League of Their Own was released 28 years ago today. Jimmy Dugan. Another Tom Hanks great movie. Tom Hanks had 3 great movies 3 years in a row. That, Philadelphia, Forrest Gump, 2 Oscars for the other 2, but the guy is just a phenomenal actor. We've talked
but his
about
best movie is definitely Castaway.
Oh, God. Wilson!
What? It's true.
Dude, I can't. No.
Maybe Forrest Gump.
It's like watching fucking Dances with Wolves. Fuck Kevin Costner out there by himself in the wild for 3 hours. He can burn.
Still didn't dance with a single wolf.
I haven't even seen that movie. I saw it was like 3.5 hours, and I was like, yeah,
Don't.
nah.
Don't.
No
It's
way.
awful. Think Castaway and then, bring it down 10 notches.
Well, then you'd get to, Philadelphia.
Yeah. True. It is a great movie, though.
Get on Castaway. It was a good movie.
It was. Don't get me wrong. It was a good movie. And
Was he the one in the terminal, too, where he just lived in a stupid airport terminal? Yeah. And you thought that was a good movie? Nah.
No.
Trash. Much rather see him living on a deserted island.
Whatever you do, don't travel with the fucking guy.
No.
Man.
There's always something bad happening. What was that? Captain Phillips? I'm the captain now. Gets a boat hijacked. He was
Sully.
Sully, thank you. Castaway. Just so much stuff, man. And I was listening to, I think it was the grown-ups talking about Forrest Gump and why they ended Forrest Gump and don't have a sequel is because, a few years later, Forrest and Forrest Jr. are going to die of AIDS. So
Did they both die of AIDS, man?
they probably do.
He raised that AIDS baby.
They never said that Jenny had AIDS, but it's definitely alluded to she had AIDS. I think everybody knew that.
All the drugs and sex she did? Oh, she definitely had AIDS.
She had the AIDS. Is it the needle-based AIDS or the vagina AIDS? He's a vagina guy.
Oof.
Got it from. I'm a doctor. My client got it from a gay guy in the 80s. Jake, you still got to get that damn pictures, man. We're waiting on it. I could hang Danny right here so he's always with us for the podcast.
I would like that.
Oh, yeah.
You just had DeVito up there. That'd be perfect.
Sorry, I had to mute it. My sister texted me. She's coming over to cut my hair.
Good. The
During the podcast?
I hope she does.
No, she's going to do it during wrestling because I don't talk anyway.
Well, but you're going to have to do the watch along because I want you to see what matches look like. But speaking of DeVito and Batman lore, I don't know if you guys have seen. I know we brought Batman up in the past, but Keaton's in talks to return as Batman in the Flashpoint Paradox. So, did he just smell himself?
He just sneezed right. I'm so happy he was on mute, but oh my God, that was one of the best things I've ever seen in my life. He about knocked his fucking laptop or whatever.
It's like that time he took a shit and tried to play it off that he didn't. I hope his grandma can hear us.
Oh, jeez.
Crawl Space, can grandma hear us? Damn it. I want her to hear the damn story of you playing off a shit as you sitting down to piss. Oh, gotta love it. But yeah, so Keaton's coming back in the Flashpoint Paradox, or he's supposed to be, hasn't officially signed yet, but as Batman, which will be cool, which will see him when he comes back, the Flash comes back, and Keaton's Batman again 30 years later, which is now present day. That'll be really neat to see. It'd be good for DC. But for the Batman fans out there. NBA, so they are on track to restart, but the virus could stop the season, according to Adam Silver. Do you think they're going to get this basketball season off?
Yeah, if they properly quarantine, the guys, and like you said, they didn't say who it was, but they say 16 of how many ever had it, right, before? Yep. I mean, they're not even in Orlando yet. I think it was 16, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, 16,
I think you're right.
And I think 12 of those play for the Nets.
Yeah, DeAndre Jordan, I saw he opted out to the season restart.
Yeah.
I mean, I think if they keep testing them and everyone stays healthy and they properly quarantine, then I think they'll be fine. I really do. I think so. I mean, one of these big sports are going to have to play. It's going to have to happen somehow or another. I'm just in that phase where I get all this shit spiking again and watch. They'll just magically come up with the vaccine right before football season. Watch.
Or you mean it's going to be election season? They'll get that because I think they're going to. What I see happening is it's going to go and get worse, and then Trump will finally decide to shut it down right around election time so he can cancel the election, so he can stay in office. Because he's getting his ass handed to him right now in the polls. But granted, anything could happen. We saw that with Hillary.
Well, the sad thing is more people vote on these fake polls on the internet than they do actually at the actual poll.
This is true.
Right.
So it is what it is.
I think it depends on who gets the virus, honestly. I think if like somebody, if an actual, quote unquote superstar ends up with the virus, then I think things are going to shut down. I mean, no disrespect to, DeAndre Jordan and Spencer Dinwiddie and I say who else? Who's the guy on the Nuggets? Jokic, didn't he? Yep. Or Nurkic?
No, Jokic. Jokic was the Nuggets.
Yeah. So I mean, he had it, but I mean, it's going to have to be a bigger level superstar than that.
Yep. Gonna be like a LeBron.
Yeah, like it's gonna take LeBron or Anthony Davis to end up with it. So, and as a Lakers fan, all right, look, man, I'm getting ready to blow your guys' minds right now. I just realized earlier today that Lakers did sign J.R. Smith, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if LeBron and the Lakers get to the finals and he does win a title, he's gonna win a title with Deion Waiters, J.R. Smith, Dwight Howard, and JaVale McGee. If he can win a title with that, I take everything back I said. I take it all back.
But who are his starters, though?
Well, Avery Bradley's not going. I'm guaranteed J.R. Smith will probably be a starter.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he'll probably have J.R. Smith and Deion Waiters as his starters, like, on the wing.
So he obviously forgave him for that shit that happened back against Golden State.
Like, I mean, if you can win a title with them two, plus JaVale McGee and Dwight Howard, like, think about that. Could you imagine having to deal with that type of shit every single day?
Yeah, I saw a lot of the Cavs teams he was on. I know.
Like, but it wasn't just like, those types of dudes. Like in Cleveland, he had like, kind of past their prime, not really good players, not just like, they were just physically tiring, not just mentally taxing every single day.
Yo, JaVale is the best 12-minute man in the game, maybe in history. That might be a fact. I'm serious. If there was an all 12-minute team, JaVale McGee would be the star.
But he doesn't know which way to go on the court.
It's because someone's pulling that rat tail the other way. He's confused.
You got J.R. Smith, who forgot what the score was during the finals.
Too busy beating the shit out of people keying his truck.
Right? Hey,
Oh, shit, right?
You got that. I mean, then you got Deion Waiters that freaking almost died on an airplane, or at least thought he was dying because he was that high from eating edibles. Like, come on, man. You think LeBron had to buy a hairpiece over the years now for playing with J.R. Smith the first time? Dude, he's gonna have that. He's gonna buy a Frank Reynolds wig, man.
Yes, he is.
That'd be great.
If he had a Frank Reynolds wig, wear the glasses too while he's at it. That'd be fucking fantastic. Climb out of a couch, oiled up. Great. Oh God. So, what do you guys think about? It's pretty much going to be greenlit, but the NBA's plans to allow players to have social justice messages on their jerseys. I'm really intrigued to hear what you think, Cody.
I like it, but at the same time, my only thing is, okay, fine, you're going to do that, but what's the governor on that?
Right.
Because if, we all remember the debacle that they had about, Hong Kong and China. And, yeah, you want to be progressive, and, you want to be aware of, social justice issues and race issues and everything like that. But, where is Adam Silver going to draw the line? So, I mean, I'm all right with it. It's nice to, but I don't know. I still feel kind of funny about it because it still kind of feels, I don't, it almost feels like there's like an element, kind of like a pandering element to it as well. Because, I mean, to me, it's more like everything should be past the point of doing that. Like, now is, what are your actions? What are you doing now? Like, what are you doing in your home city that you're playing in to help, help eliminate these types of issues? Like, it's all well and good. I mean, you have WNBA players that are actually quitting and not playing this season. Maya Moore, there's also a young lady that's not playing this season. I forget her name. She's not playing this season as well, because of that. So, and they're both, on racial and social justice issues. So, what types of things are you doing besides, putting different names on your jersey? So I don't know. It's just, it's a slippery slope. Because you got guys like Enes Kanter. There were issues with his father and was Turkey, I believe. Yep. So I mean, what if he has something, or Jeremy. I don't even think Jeremy Lin's in the league anymore. I think he is.
I thought he is.
I think he is. I mean, what if he, has something about? Because I know he was very vocal about the issues with China and Hong Kong. So what if he says something? I mean, hell, all hell broke loose when Daryl Morey said something just on Twitter. So you imagine what would happen if they, you wear your jersey, you have something on your jersey broadcast all over the world. So hey, more power to them. It's just, where do you draw the line? And then are you going to be ready for that backlash that may or may not happen because you drew the line somewhere? So I think it's a great idea. So if they figure out a way to do it and make everybody happy, that's great. And I see they're putting Black Lives Matter on the courts as well, which is a great thing too. So it's just hopefully they figure out a way to do it.
I agree. As long as it's done well, I think that's good for everybody. And I think that we know it. We've talked about it in the past. Again, accountability and conviction, one of the best episodes we've had. And so, again, we tell people to check it out. It's actually our top episode in the last 2 months. So that's pretty awesome to see that is our top episode over the last 2 months. It's gotten out there. Word's gotten out. So again, Cody, man, it's awesome to see your messages getting out there, man.
Hey, that's the biggest thing right now. I mean, just people actually listening. That's the biggest thing. Like just listening gets you a very long way.
Yes, it does. And if you are good at listening and you want to be able to listen to people on your phone, you got to check out Verizon. So get in touch with Brittney. Brittney works at Verizon, and Verizon is a true technology business partner that helps local businesses deploy technologies that positively impact operations and increase revenue for the company. At Verizon, we do not wait for the future.
We build it.
Get in touch with a sales rep in your area, Verizon.com. And then also Cassandra, she's got another basically 52 days left at the PNC branch in White House. You can give her a call, and she can help with all of your banking needs, whether it be loans, credit cards, or personal banking. She is there to help. 419-877-0634. We are likely going to get we're going to let PNC go, so we're going to lose that sponsor. And Verizon, we're still working with them, but we got another one that's going to be coming on at episode 200, which I'll tell the guys off the show because we kind of want to make it a special announcement when it happens that day. And then I also talked to Jeff at the Grown Ups, and we'll have more coming as we get to it, but we did schedule our day with Jeremy. It's going to be August 22nd. It's a Saturday. Our rain-out date is August 23rd, which is a Sunday. We have decided on softball, and it sounds like he's getting two of his brothers to come play, and they are softball players. And I said, well, you better beat us in softball then, because Cody Bryant and I are retired and haven't played in like 5 years.
Hey, I'm telling you.
So we did figure this out, though, so I got to give you guys the rundown and see how you feel about this. So we're going to start off with basketball. He's like, do you want to go full court or half? Or full court 5-on-5 or half 4-on-4 with a sub? I said half 4-on-4 with a sub. That works beautiful. So we're going to do a best-of-7 series, and we're going to play to 21 with 2s and 3s. Figured that goes pretty well. 2s and 3s to 21. It'll work well for us. We'll have a sub. We've got Sean, Crandall's Quality Landscaping is our 5th since Brandon cannot join us. So Sean will give us some power on the softball game, and he'll be good for football. It'll be interesting to see what Sean can do. He's still a nice fit guy, but I don't know when the last time he played sports was, so we'll see. I told them, I was like, look, Jeremy, we're not playing tennis for a reason, and we're not playing golf for a reason. You guys would get destroyed in golf. And we would probably get destroyed in tennis. I can tell you we'd get destroyed in tennis.
I'm terrible at tennis.
Okay, we wouldn't get destroyed, but we would probably hand it to him in golf. I mean, I can stand by that. I know Sean, the 5 people here are good. If it's a scramble, we'll be fine, Jake. And then Crandall's a good golfer too. So we do pretty well. But so here's the deal. Like we said, best of 7 series in basketball, 221, 4-on-4 half court with a sub. And then we're going to play softball, 7 innings, half field. So we'll have a pitcher, and we'll have 2 fielders and 2 outfielders, or 3 outfielders and an infielder. So if you're a right-handed batter, you got to hit it to left field. If you don't hit it to left field and hit it to right, you're out because there's nobody out there. So we can't stretch the field, so you got to pull it, which it's fair game. And then pitcher's hand is out. So if we got 3 guys on, bases loaded, and you hit a grounder to the middle, throw it right to the pitcher, that's a triple play, inning over. So we got to be tactful in what we're doing. That'll be a fun game. Flag football, we're going to do 10 scores, like we said. He asked how we should do that. Like, should we be able to rush or do anything? Can quarterback run? I said, quarterback can run at all times. Like, doesn't matter if he's rushed, doesn't matter anything. He can run. So if you're going to play it smart, have a guy spy him, or you have a safety. You can play it multiple ways. If you have a safety and you're trying to have somebody watch the field, quarterback can run. Or you just have a linebacker that's playing spy, and then that's it. You got man coverage all the way up the field. So it'll be interesting to see what we do. And I said, just have some tactful blitzes. Just tell a guy to go, and then the guy picks him up, and, he's chasing the quarterback. So we just send a guy with wheels.
We're just running all goes every play. It doesn't matter. So none of this matters. All goes.
Yeah. And then, and then cornhole, this is what we were trying to figure out. So we said we were going to do teams, but if there's 5 of us, we got to figure out a good way to do teams for cornhole. So I don't know what we should do. I said, maybe we have we have teams, and then there's so many different things we can do. Do a tournament, I draw out of a hat, do a tournament, and then it's double elimination. So if a guy gets beat, like say Bear and I are playing together and we get beat, we sit and wait, and then one of us goes with the guy that's waiting. If it's Sean, let's say, then they go with Sean into it. And then when the next team loses, then another guy comes in. So it's double elimination the whole way through. That's probably what we want to do, double elimination tournament. We never play our own team unless we get to it. So we just have to have like a round robin double elimination, basically playing each other's teams. See what happens. And the goal is we're going to beat them. So I'm feeling confident. I know Jeremy's best sport is basketball. I don't know how these other guys are. I don't know their size. I know nothing. But he did say that Parrot's size intimidates him on the court. So, Parrot, you might be the tallest guy on the team and on the court.
Good.
What's that?
Just because I'm tall doesn't mean I'm fucking good.
Oh, and he said we might want to. So I said we'd bring it to the guys. He said we might have to take away dunking. And I said, I don't know.
Okay.
Parrot, can you still dunk?
I would assume so. I don't see why I couldn't. I can't oop it, but I can.
Slam it home. Well, we'll see. I mean, it'll be a fun time. I figure we start at like 10 in the morning just so we can beat the heat, especially in August. I mean, we're going to be out there for 4 or 5 hours playing, so it might even be earlier, 9. And then he mentioned let's make this an annual thing, maybe add a sport each year or figure something out, add something different. And I said, yeah, man, next year we'll go to you. And then the following year you come back to us. We'll just go home. It'd be a fun time. So thank you, Jeremy, for that. We're looking forward to it. In NFL news, Cam Newton to the Patriots. What do you think?
I mean, it's a good signing. They got him on a prove-it deal. Nothing wrong with that. Patriots do Patriot things, and that's exactly how that shit works. A quarterback who can definitely succeed there, especially under the best coach in the NFL. And, if he doesn't or he sucks or whatever, the Patriots didn't really spend much on him. So, I mean, it's a win-win for the Patriots.
Yeah, they're paying as much as Dallas is paying Andy Dalton, with the bonus and incentives.
Right. He's either going to ball out or he's going to suck, and it is what it is. You still got Jarrett Stidham, and you still can draft for next year or for the future. So
it'll be good. And
I'll beat that.
And as we know, he's making less money this year than he made at Auburn. So that'll be good. And then I still find it funny that the Bears signed Nick Foles to $21 million this year, and the Patriots get Newton for $7 million. Unbelievable. And he's looking jacked. I saw his video, man.
Yeah.
He is absolutely jacked.
It just depends on how healthy he is, you know.
Yeah, man, with those injuries. If he can bring it out there and stay healthy, he's an MVP quarterback. We know this. He's solid. And speaking of,
was he wearing his Pharrell hat when he was working out?
No.
Just curious.
Yeah. That's great. But did you guys see? Go ahead.
I'd say hopefully they fix his damn wardrobe while he's there.
Nah, that's not gonna happen.
No, he's gonna come out looking like a colonial in this.
Oh god.
The Paul Revere there.
I saw a meme. I should have sent it to you guys. It was so bad, but you remember? You've seen Django, obviously. You remember when he's in the blue suit and he's on the horse and buggy riding in. And they got that shot. They said, "Yep, that's Cam Newton going into Boston." I was like,
"Oh man." Did you guys happen to see Tom Brady's Twitter response to Edelman saying Newton? He said Newton, basically they're ready to ball out, and Tom Brady responded with, "I'll always be your number one," wink face. Tom Brady's figured out Twitter. My God, it's fantastic.
Oh, Tom.
So before we get into the NHL, if you're looking for your number one, you can get in touch with Connell Barrett, datingtransformation.com.
Sorry, I was mid Reese's right there. If someone else wants to go, they can.
Yeah, I mean, if you're looking for a number one quarterback, or if you're trying to build some spots up and fill some roster spots on the depth chart, Dating Transformations is for you. Number 2 right now on the Google? Oh, it's still number 3. Man, forget that. It's number 2. Soon to be number 2 on the Google apps. So there's number 2, and then still always be number 1 in your heart.
Connell Barrett, datingtransformation.com. NHL, so they are focusing on Canada for the hub cities. They've got it down. They haven't confirmed anything, but it's looking like Toronto and Edmonton are going to be the 2 cities for the host cities for the playoffs as they move forward. And players are going to vote sometime. It's supposed to be the end of this week. Vote on the return to play proposal later this week. So do you think they're going to vote yes on that?
Yes.
Cody?
Yeah, I really don't see them playing anywhere else besides Canada at this point right now.
Right.
I mean, freaking the United States is just looking like ground zero.
Yeah, it's bad.
Basically.
Did you see they for the funding for police in New York City, they just moved, it was either New York City or New York State, but they moved $1 billion from that to education. So I know people are in an uproar about that. Hey, I'm glad it's going to education because they need to fix that there, and especially in New York. Right. So it'll be interesting.
And I mean, honestly, if people look into types of, like the systemic problems and things like that when it comes to larger cities like New York, that $1 billion can go a long way when it comes to public education. And, if you think a lot of times, where's most of the crime at? It's not out where the private schools are. It's where most of the public schools are. So that money right there, education helps break down a lot of barriers. So, when you look into it, man, it's a good thing.
Absolutely. The Bear, you have the updated standings for trivia. Jeremy is ready for trivia.
That I do. So coming into July 1, Mr. Marcus Wellington, the 45th, has 475 points. Cody Bryant has 417. Sorry, I was misreading there. Myself has 429. Parrot, 205. Dub, 29. Wes Anderson with 7.
All right, so here we go. It's Bobby Bonilla Day. We're interested to see what he has here. Jeremy's typing the questions. First up for 5 points.
Oof.
What NFL defense has allowed the fewest yards over the last 2 years at only 296 per game? If nobody gets it, I will give you a hint for 4 points. So you got to get in the chat box. Let me know when y'all are ready. See Parrot looking around over there. You still with us, Parrot? He's still with us, I think. One moment. There he is.
The dogs were barking. Sorry.
It's all right, man. We're all at home.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, but you don't have like 50 dogs around you. That it's pretty loud. That's why.
Who let the dogs out?
Man, I got kids.
Man, I got kids.
Oh shit, my sister's here.
Oh, maybe she's going to cut your hair.
She is.
Beautiful. That's
What
pretty
you getting,
good.
man? You getting what you gonna get a nice little fade with a taper on the sides and the back, or a Caesar with the number 2?
Dogs must be barking again.
I'm gonna get a big dick on my head.
I thought that was your head.
Yeah.
All right. You guys ready?
I'm ready.
All right. 1, 2, and 3. We got the Ravens twice.
Jesus Christ.
The Chiefs and the Bungles. The Bengals. So I got to tell Jeremy, Ravens, Chiefs, and Bengals. Ravens twice. So we're going to get a hint here shortly if we get it wrong.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, I'm sure.
Hey, we gotta make sure we get together and practice too, man. If I'm coming out of retirement, I can't. I'm not losing. It's not gonna be like The Rock at. I said when we do our sport day, man, it's not gonna be like The Rock and Mick Foley at WrestleMania 20.
So you're saying we got to win everything.
Oh, we gotta win everything. It's gotta be a clean sweep.
Well, hopefully it is.
If I got dust everything.
Jeremy said, now for 4 points, it's an AFC team. If nobody gets it, it'll give us another hint for 3. And Bengals should be DQ'd for that guess. All right, so AFC team, get ready to type it in there. Got to think of AFC teams. When we know the Chiefs were junk, their defense. Man, I'm just trying to think of AFC teams out there and the divisions they're in. All right, I'm good. If you guys are good.
Yeah,
ready?
So.
All right, 1, 2, and 3. Raiders, Bills, LOL, Titans, and Browns.
Bills is not an LOL. That's not a bad guess.
No, that's not actually.
Yeah, the Bills is really a good guess, man. If once Josh Allen figures it out, they're going to be tough.
Someone got it.
Must have. Buffalo Bills is correct for the Parrot.
See? I knew it.
Good job, Parrot. So, crawl space with that one.
This might be the first time ever he got on the board before any of us in the history of trivia.
Well, damn good. Yeah, 4 points for him, man. That puts him up to, what, 209?
You should tell him that he's the one that guessed the Bengals, so does his answer count?
Oh, glad he's not dirtbag anymore. Oh. Glad he's not dirtbag anymore. I forgot we called you dirtbag last week. All right. Which NBA player this season has the best free throw percentage at 91.6? Hint, he is his team's leading scorer. Go around answering. First one to get it correct gets 5 points. Order is least to greatest. So, crawl space, you got to tell your sister she's got to hold to cut your hair. We need your answer. Best free throw percentage this year.
Oh man. Kawhi, I don't know.
I hope she cuts your hair right now, by the way.
So you want to go wavelength with a neckline taper?
All right. I think Cody Bryant, you're up.
James Harden.
It's a good guess. Incorrect.
Ooh.
Bear.
Trae Young.
Incorrect. I'm going to say Kemba. Incorrect. Crawl space Jake, who has stepped in the house. Man, is that maybe his sister should answer for him. Answer for Jake. Please sit down and answer for Jake. Yes, please do. You just got to unmute it.
She'll probably get it right, too.
Oh, wait, Jake. There we go. So, Jake's sister, what is your name?
Emily?
Emily. So, do you watch basketball at all?
No.
Solid. So, you
Still
still have a better
chance
chance than Jake. Jake, it's you're welcome. So, it's your pick again, Jake. So, no James Harden, no Trae Young, no Kemba, and no on Kawhi.
Give me Tatum.
Okay. Well, Kemba's never mind. I'm not even going to go there. Incorrect. Cody Bryant.
Wait
Man. He said they were their team's leading scorer too, right?
Correct.
Mm-hmm. All right. Oh boy. I can't think who else was the leading scorer anywhere else, really.
He is legit getting his haircut right now.
Getting his haircut.
I like it.
I love that Emily got in there for him. Any guess she had would have been better than his.
Ooh. Oh my gosh. Hell, the obvious answers didn't play last year.
Steph.
Yeah. Who's oh shoot. You know, I mean, Fred. No, he couldn't. There's no way he's a leading scorer in Toronto. What's the James Johnson? I think that's his name in Miami.
Miami?
Yeah, that's probably wrong though.
Not a bad guess.
Jesus.
Oh my gosh, I wish people could see his hair right now.
Oh no.
Oh, that is fantastic. Leave it. Just keep it that way, Jake.
Oh no.
Look like a young Howard Finkel.
Yes, he does.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh. I hope he keeps it.
Oh boy.
Incorrect on James Johnson. Barry, you're up.
I'm gonna go with Colin Sexton.
That's a good pick.
I'm just trying to think of off the wall.
Incorrect. Yeah. Gosh. I can give a hint to narrow it down in a bit. After I pick now is what I'm going to tell him. Just trying to think of top guys at this point. I'm going to say DeRozan. Incorrect. All right. So he's going to give us a hint here, and then crawl space Jake will be up. This player will be in Orlando. So he's on a playoff team for the rest of the season.
Kyle Kuzma.
I heard his vibrator there.
So did I.
Incorrect on Kyle Kuzma. Cody Bryant.
I think really he's the leading scorer on the Lakers.
Damian Lillard.
That's a good one.
Is Portland going?
Yeah, they'll be there.
Yeah, they're going.
Okay.
Yeah.
Incorrect.
They finally decided. Well,
Eesh, God damn, man, that's tough. I don't even think anyone on the 76ers can shoot free throws, so it can't be.
I would say they barely can shoot outside the key.
Goodness, man, this is a tough one. Maybe I'm going to go Jimmy Butler.
Pretty good.
He scored down Miami.
I'm going to go Greek Freak. Jesus. Back to you.
Middleton.
Incorrect. Cody?
Oh man, I don't know.
Now it's he may be number 2.
Oh, Jesus.
Come on, Jeremy.
Well, if he's number 2, that defeats the whole purpose of the question.
So, number 2 scorer or free
Number.
throw? Oh, come on, Jeremy. Free throw. Oh, man.
Oh, that don't help us.
He's definitely not scoring more than the Greek Freak, though. But it's not Middleton, so that's done.
Oh, who else is? No, he's not very good. 90% though. Dude. Oh, shoot.
Here, hold on. Before you guess, we're going to get another hint because this show's going to run us long past 9 o'clock just because of this trivia. Western Conference. Okay, that's better. But they have 13 teams.
My goodness.
Yeah, we got that lead. Jesus, what happened to him? Tell her to shave your fucking face, too, while she's at it.
I think we just went through pretty much anybody in the Western Conference that could shoot 90% from the line.
Oh, I think I got it. I hope I do. I got 2 guesses, but I can only have 1.
I don't know. Fuck it. Fucking, what's his face?
Yeah,
Shit, I don't know.
That guy? Oh, he's my favorite.
Mine too.
Yeah. Lou Williams. Shit.
That was not my guess.
I don't know if the Suns are in it, but I'm going to go with Devin Booker.
Motherfucker, that's who I was going to say. That's the only other guy I could think of.
Are the Suns going to Orlando, though?
Yes.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Jesus.
Hey.
Damn it, some bitch.
Damn. No wonder they let the Pelicans in.
How many points do I get for that? 4, 3?
God, I don't know. It was 20 minutes
0?
ago this question started. 5.
I'll take 4 because of the hint.
Okay, there you go. All right, so we
Devin
got
Booker ain't got time to shoot free throws. He dropping 60.
right.
Exactly.
So
That's why he only gets 1 free throw a game, and he makes it.
Right.
Family Feud style. Damn it, this show's going to go forever. But Jeremy, we appreciate it. Don't get us wrong here. One good news with a 60-game MLB schedule is no team can have the unfortunate honor of losing 100 games. 13 teams have had a 100-game losing season since 2000. Name them. Reports will base number of times the team you mentioned has accomplished this dubious feat. Example, if the Yankees had 3 losing teams, you would get 300-game losing seasons, you would get 3 points. So, Parrot, with the hair, give us a team that's lost 100 games.
Detroit.
That Parrot or Devin Sawa?
Yeah.
That's got to be at least 2, I think. Maybe
3 points for Parrot. Man, look at he's got 8 points today or 7 points today.
Dang, dude.
7.
Thankfully, it's not wrestling. You'd have 21.
Might be coming back for once.
All right, Cody Bryant.
I say the Marlins.
God damn it. Those are my first 2.
2 times.
What's that? No, it's at least 2.
2 times.
The Padres? They gotta have 1 or 2.
Shit, that might be number 1.
Eh.
What?
Damn, that was
Never had a
Wow.
4-game losing season.
Wow. So they probably hovered at 99.
Must
Right.
have.
3 strikes and you're out. Yeah, we know. Give me the Twins. Feel like they had 1.
I think they did.
And then they turned around and they were good. There we go. 1.
Yeah.
Give me 1. Barry, you keeping track of all this?
Yep, I got it.
All right, back to Parrot. Getting his fade on.
He
We got-
needs like cue cards or something.
Yeah, he does need cue cards.
Man, they got 2 barbers?
Man, look at him over there getting it
dude.
done.
You better be
Right.
charging big money for that.
Need to charge this guy. Man, they got 2 going on.
Right.
I know it's his guess. I wish I could read his mouth. I think he said Yankees. Oh, look at him. Looking like Pitbull almost.
Oh, geez.
6'5" Pitbull.
Make sure you get that razor line.
I'll go take a nap and come back.
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, we have any more sponsors to thank?
No, we thanked them already.
Thanked all our sponsors.
You should just give up. This is like Jeopardy. It's 30 seconds and you're out.
We'd like to thank Blue Chew and Manscaped. If your man meat is struggling, you can call up Crawlspace Jake, who will take the Lawnmower 3.0 to help you
no.
with your man meat.
Oh, no.
No one wants to see that.
All right, Crawlspace.
Yes. I couldn't hear. I had 2 razors in my ear.
Yeah, we saw that. We commented on that. So you got to guess more teams. It's Family Feud style. So 100 losses or more since 2000.
The Mets.
That's a good one.
Holy shit! I have no hair now.
No, you do not.
You wanted it buzzed.
Hey, they did shave your face, didn't they?
No, I gotta do that later.
Oh. Matt, you get an X. Cody Bryant.
No mess. The Pirates.
That's who I was going to say, too. Pirates. Pirates. There we
Definitely 2 there.
Yeah, it better.
go. Yep, there you go. On to Bear.
The Reds.
I was going to say them.
I know they got 1 for sure.
No.
Jesus, come on. They had to have at least
What?
1.
2 strikes for you. I'll say the Royals.
I picked 2 of the shittiest teams in baseball, and you telling me that I don't get anything?
6 points, baby. Number 1
Damn.
answer.
Mm.
And to think they went to a World Series and won one.
Hell yeah. Back to Crawlspace Jake.
Are you one of those 2?
The White Sox.
White Sox. Yes, he is one of those 2. Whatever it was. No. 1 strike for Crawlspace.
Ooh,
Back to
yeah.
Cody Bryant.
Ooh.
That's
All
pretty
right.
good, by the way.
I don't know what he just said.
Ooh, okay, let me see. Say the ooh, well, no, I won't go that far. Oh my gosh. Trying to think of divisions. Say the Rangers. Rangers did.
Rangers.
I think they had one.
Ranger danger.
No.
Ooh.
All right. Might be Bear's last guess here.
I'm going to go with the Indians.
That was my next guess. No, he's out. Thankfully, you took it.
Yeah, you'd have
There
two
is.
shitty guesses. So this 13 total or 13 teams?
Yeah, there's 13 teams.
That's a good question.
13 teams.
Oh, shit. That said since 2000. No wonder why. That's my bad. I have a question.
I'm going to go with the Cubbies.
I thought this was all time. Well, you guys are welcome for the easy points.
1 point. Back to crawl space.
Give me Miami.
Yeah, they were already said.
Tampa Bay.
That's a good guess.
Yeah.
I'm sure they've had one.
3.
Shoot, I've gotten 2 of them right.
And you've gotten 2 of them wrong. Cody Bryant.
I'm going to go with the Mariners.
Seattle Mariners.
Since 2000, I don't know, man. Maybe one.
I think 1, maybe.
2.
Oh, 2.
Yeah, their mid 2000s weren't the best, I guess, after Griffey and A-Rod were gone.
Right.
Go with the Brewers. Milwaukee. 4 left. Cody or Jake, it's on you. Sorry.
Let's go. Let's go with the Oakland A's.
To get a third correct answer, or he's going to be out.
They just have a whole bunch of 90 lost seasons. Yeah.
He's out. All right, Cody Bryant and me, down to us 2.
Baltimore
one strike, right?
Orioles. Yeah, I got 1 strike.
Orioles. So we got 4 left.
Yeah, that was last year. It definitely got 1.
We'll go with the Blue Jays. We got 3 left. No, 1 strike for me, 1 strike for you. Gotta look at my.
Let's see. Who is left? Say the Phillies.
Yeah, that's a good one. I think they're definitely got to be there.
I think they got at least 1.
Won a World Series in there, too.
Right.
Nope.
No? What?
Wow. Rockies? Damn. 2 and 2.
Oh, shoot. Shit, man.
Me and you each with 2 strikes. He's up.
I'm going to say the Nationals.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Definitely.
They got to run for sure.
They had at least 1. Oh, I thought that was yes. Oh, I see it now.
Coming in in the clutch. Fuck you.
2 more.
You know what? I wonder if they were shit before. I'm going to go the Astros.
And that was Bagwell and Biggio.
Right. Then they had.
Go 3, baby.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they were pretty bad after Beltran left.
Like 2013 to 15? Or no, it would have been like 10 to 13.
Yeah.
Tanking and cheating. 1 to go. Barry, you got all these points, right?
Yep.
Ooh, shit.
1
Who
answer
is
left.
Who is left, though? Since 2000. You know what? The Angels. Go out on a limb, man. Say the
That's
Angels.
a good one. All right.
Well.
I'm going to go the Red Sox.
That'd be the Diamondbacks.
Damn it. You're right. D-backs,
Yep.
man.
Yeah.
We are out. D-backs is a good one. Didn't even think about them. So the last one we missed.
Yeah.
That was tough. D-backs. You were right. We're the last team with one
Yeah.
time.
Sure as shit, because I don't read fucking questions like an idiot. Oh, well.
Let's see if he comments on the August 22nd field day. Tricky tonight. So I had an interesting betting line the other day. Let's have everybody make your picks. You have 3 options for MLB this season. You get the Dodgers and Yankees to win the World Series. You get the rest of the field to win the World Series. Or C, there will not be a World Series champion this season. Everybody make your picks, and we'll see who gets it. He picks, gets it right. I pick. What does that mean? He picks smiley face. So what's your pick? And you may have talked about this last week because I heard it somewhere. Oh, he says B. There we go.
I say B also.
I'm a Yankees fan. I got to take A.
Dude, I'm torn between B and C.
Hornswoggle's got C, so each of us has got something, A, B, and C.
Because, I'm going to go B.
All right, A, B, and C. B and C all taken. So thank you, Jeremy. And too many teams will have a chance this year, and short schedule won't necessarily make the best team win, and he hopes we have a World Series. So we'll see what happens. Thank you, Jeremy. As always, we'll see you for wrestling. Looking forward to, again, August 22nd. We'll throw that out there to people. He'll remember the picks. He'll hear them on the show. So thanks again, Jeremy. So this week, who wins we got the Nathan's Hot Dog Eating Contest this weekend from a distance. Who wins? Is it Joey Chestnut again?
Coronavirus.
They're still doing it.
For now, until one of the contestants is out.
Oh, they'll still do it. They said they're going to do it noon on Saturday. No, in a private location, not at the hot dog stand. Keeping them separated.
I mean, Chestnut is the easy pick.
I'm going Chestnut. All right, here we go. How many hot dogs does he eat?
That's better.
Yeah.
69.
You both say 69?
Yep.
I'm going to go 64 and a half.
Dude, Chestnut's older than me, man. He can't be packing meat like that. Pause.
What?
Say, man, shouldn't be
I don't know
like
what kind
Joey.
of meat you're packing there. Jesus.
He shouldn't be.
Are you saying you could pack meat when you were younger? Is that what you're getting at? Or?
Yeah, Cody thinks he can
man.
pack more wieners now than he can.
I'm gonna say 53 and a quarter.
53 and a quarter. All right. All
Got
right.
that down by the 8-minute mark.
Yeah, no shit, right? All right, so on this day, sports history. Obviously, we know it's Bobby Bonilla Day. So let's see. It's also Cody Rhodes' birthday. We're not in the wrestling show. We lost Parrott. So here we go. American sprinter and long jumper, Carl Lewis, 9 Olympic golds, is born in Birmingham, Alabama. So happy birthday, Carl Lewis.
Great Olympian.
Terrible singer.
Agreed.
All right, what year?
52. Yeah.
50.
61.
Yeah, because I think that was like the 84 Olympics, wasn't it? That makes sense.
Right. Yeah, it's there's a lot. All right. How about Honest Wagner? Pittsburgh shortstop Honest Wagner at 42 and 4 months connects at Cincinnati to become the oldest to hit an inside the park home run.
1903.
1900.
1916. Joe DiMaggio on a way to record 56 home runs ties Willie Keeler's 56 game hitting streak, ties Willie Keeler's 44 game MLB hit streak in a 9-2 win over Boston at Yankee Stadium. That year he got 56.
54?
59.
1941.
Mm.
All right, so future Hall of Famer Roy Campanella debuts with 3 hits and a 6-4 loss to rival New York Giants.
$61.
58.
48. Cal Ripken Jr. makes the first of his record 2,216 consecutive MLB starts.
83.
85.
82. All right. Nevada Athletic Commission suspends Mike Tyson indefinitely, withholds $20 million purse for biting Evander Holyfield's ear during their heavyweight fight on June 28th.
That guy?
Yes. Brooklyn Zone.
97. No. Yeah, 97.
95.
97.
Ah.
All right. LeBron James agrees to a 4-year, $154 million deal with the Lakers.
Who was it?
LeBron.
Oh, man.
2019? No, 2018. 18.
Yeah, 18.
Correct. All right. So, as we said, happy birthday, Carl Lewis. Happy birthday to Gary Brown. Jerome McGinley.
Hall of Famer, Jerome
40,
McGinley.
hell yeah, 43. And happy birthday to MLB pitcher Aaron Sanchez, 28. So, thanks to Wes Anderson for Moments in Time. Check him out on Facebook, Wes Anderson Music. Give him a follow on the Twitter at Songs by Wes. Thanks to All Wear Clothing, Crandall's Quality Landscaping, Brittney of Verizon, Cassandra at PNC, and, of course, Connell Barrett, datingtransformation.com. We got time for Sparty, Steve?
No.
All right, we'll get to him next time. Looking forward to seeing him at episode 200 as well. And as always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Where do I sign up for that 1.19 mil?
Wait for it.
And the Rockets